Welcome, guys, to another episode of Doyin's Corner. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing a topic that is very dear to my heart and to the hearts of many people. And, we're going to be combining it with something that people have not been able to agree on. So the topic for today is love and monogamy. And of course, I'm seated with the famous Daniel Regha to have this conversation. Daniel, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. You look good.
Thank you. I think she complimented me first today.
Compliment me too now.
I don't want to compliment you.
Okay, no problem, Sha. I look good anyways. You guys know I look good.
Yeah, compliment you.
Yes, now.
So today we're going to be talking about love and monogamy. To start first, I want to ask, what is love to you? What does love mean to you?
Love for me is very easy. Being there for someone you think you care about. Or someone you care about.
Okay,
I would say think because sometimes you feel like you kind of like care for someone, but certain things happen and you feel like I don't like you enough to like be in these conditions. Which I'm going to say someone you genuinely care about, someone like a ride or die. You understand? So love is being there for the person unconditionally with no strings attached. Just simple.
For me, I would say I think love to me is when you put somebody's happiness before yours. Okay, let me say it this way. When making somebody happy makes you happy.
But you can put someone's happiness before yours and still not love the person.
No, that's not true.
There is a difference between... No, but there's a difference...
If we are willing to neglect ourselves just to make somebody else happy, I think that's love.
If I put an artist's personal interest or an artist's happiness before mine, it can also I'm just saying
personal relationship.
Okay, let's say personal relationship. Let's say, for example, now I work for you, right? And from your own point of view, you may be like, oh, because I put your happiness before mine, because I'm working for you, for example, or we've been friends for a very long time. I'm like, okay, I don't want to do anything that kind of upset Doyin. So I kind of do things I feel like to make you happy, even if I don't feel comfortable. I may be doing those kind of things just to like, okay, I need to get something in return. You may be like, oh, this person loves me so much, this person likes me so much. So he's always going through stuff for me.
If you are doing it to get something back in return, then you're not putting the person's happiness.
I'm going by your definition. I'm going by your definition.
No, then that explanation is not putting somebody else's happiness before yours. What I mean by maybe a better way to say it is when you making somebody happy makes you happy.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But you also know there's a difference between being in love and loving someone.
Hey.
No, there's a difference.
What's the difference?
I feel like being in love, I don't want to kind of like interchange the two, but I feel like when you're in love with someone, because you can be in love with someone and people kind of classify that as love, but it can also go as lust. You understand? You can say, oh, I love you and I'm in love with you. There are two different sentences.
To be honest,
there are two different sentences.
I feel like when people even say "I love you,"
it's a national anthem. They don't even mean it. They don't even mean. I'm telling you, even parents these days don't even know what it means to be like. Right. I love my kid. You understand?
And I also think it's possible for you to actually love somebody and not know how to love them right.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Like you can genuinely love somebody and you're just doing it the wrong way. Like I remember I was having a conversation with somebody over the weekend, and I'm like, you know what? You already know the things that make me happy. Why are you trying to make me happy? I am mentioning things that you know that I don't really care about. Like,
but that is the thing. The person can no. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that because someone can still love you. You may think like this is what I need to show. This is what you need to do to show that you love me as a person or as a partner or as a parent or something. You understand? But that is not what you genuinely need. And the person will be like,
how do you tell me what I need? If I'm already telling you that this is what I need, you can't impose what you think I need.
That is not imposition. That is not imposition. That is why I think parents feel like they'll do certain things and be like, and the child or children will be like, do my mother even love me? Do my father even love me? You understand? They may be saying things you don't want to hear, or they may be doing things you feel like, I don't need this right now.
You know what? I want us to approach this topic from a partner's point of view, because if you look at love from different points of views, like parents or God or whatever, you get different forms of love because it's not the same thing. I believe that romantic love is different from the love we feel for our friends. It's different from the love we feel for our parents. Me, I'm speaking from a romantic point of view now. I feel like where many people get it wrong is somebody can literally be saying to you, if you love me, I need you to send me money. If you love me, I need you to buy me wigs. I'm not saying that's me. I'm just saying, if you love me, I need you to listen to me. But then somebody else is saying, oh, I booked you a spa session. And I'm just like, Like
no, but honestly, let's be frank ourselves. Let's be frank ourselves. If I need money and I tell you, oh please, I'm not talking about from a romantic point of view. I'm talking about friends now. If I tell you like a friend, oh I need money, and I know you have the money, I'm not trying to impose that. Send me money, you understand? But if I tell you, I'm going through financial stress, or I have something that is just eating me up, you understand? And I'm telling you that I'm not asking you to like open your account and wire me every cent you have. I'm telling you that I need money, you understand? I don't have to tell you that, guy, I need money, send me 50K. You are supposed to know as a friend that, oh, if I have 100K and you need 50K, I can risk.
That sounds like entitlement.
No, it's not. I'm saying that is love. You understand? That is love.
So you're saying
I am not saying. If
they must know when you need something and they must come.
I am not saying you must know. If I reference it during the conversation, like, oh, you asked me how was your day, and I'm like, oh my guy, my days have been messed up. I've been going from here to here trying to like look for you to raise capital, and you know you have the money, right? I know you have the money. I'm not gonna tell you. If I tell you, guy, if you borrow me money, it's a different case. You understand? I'm not supposed to open my mouth to tell you, guy, if you raise me 20K, if you have the money, now you go say, oh, let me see if I can send it to you. Because if you are in a relationship and your girlfriend tells you that you need that, she has financial struggles, you want to be there for the person.
But do you know that giving, one thing I've come to realize is giving to somebody does not necessarily mean that you love them. Do you know that?
I know, but I'm coming from like, yes, but sometimes it also means that you love the person. You understand?
But most times, I don't think
it is not a criterion to show love. It's not a criterion to show love. But giving is also a kind gesture.
Yeah, it's a kind gesture, but it doesn't really, it's not the best representation of love, because
it's not about representation. If I need money and you have money, I'm not saying you should give me money to show that you love me. Help me out first. We can talk about the other love part later. No, we're very frank and sincere. It's not entitlement. Listen, it's not entitlement. It's not entitlement. Like I said, I'm not saying go to your account and wire me all the money you have, because I don't know how much you have. But if I genuinely ask you as a friend, these are the things I would do myself. If I genuinely ask you as a friend that, oh, we're having a conversation.
Why do you keep trying to come from a friend perspective? This is romantic.
Let's talk about from the relationship point of view now. For example, you are in a relationship, right? And my partner tells me, you don't even have to tell me like, oh, I need to thing. I'm like, okay, fine. The person have to like keep asking you that, how far? I need money for this, I need money for that. On a norms, right? You know this person likes these kind of things. That sometimes you're gonna be like, let me just send you money for upkeep.
Right.
I agree with you. You don't have. I think people need to like. Or if you send someone something, you don't have to like keep ringing as a bell. But I sent you this time now. Those are the kind of things I think people do that makes no sense.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't keep scores of how much you've invested in the relationship, unless when it's necessary. When maybe someone's trying to like play a coupon on you. Yeah. But I feel like people, if they do something for you,
they'll continue to reference.
Thank you. But now even for you and your mama too. Now me do this one. Like I don't understand.
It's very sad. It's very sad. I feel like, especially in this generation, love has just been bastardized.
In what way?
A lot of people don't even know when somebody loves them or when they are in love anymore. Like, people just go with who can provide for me. And I can't even, especially in this part of
you can't actually blame. Listen,
the country is so hard. Sorry. The country is so hard that a lot of people are not thinking from their hearts. They're thinking from their stomach. So when somebody can give them money, when somebody can, buy things for them, and they just automatically equate that to love.
Relationship these days is more like an investment, and which is why we're going to come to the side of monopoly. Excuse me. You understand? Monogamy. Sorry. I feel like people. Personally, I think in this generation now, there's no need for you to start going after someone's husband. Or trying to be second wife or third wife. I am not saying there's anything wrong with it. If you feel like it's good for you and your partner and your lineage, that's good. But personally, I feel like we are now in a kind of era where there are men everywhere, there are women everywhere. You understand? There are fine boys everywhere that are hustling to make money. There are fine girls everywhere that are single and ready to mingle. You understand? There's no need for you. Because first of all, when you come to the issue of monogamy, people have to understand that you don't just wake up one and be like, I want to marry this man. You understand? For example, you go through the dating phase, which means you're committing, the man is literally committing, I don't know if I would call that adultery or something.
If you're like sleeping with each other, is that what you mean?
Definitely, because how do you want to put it? You are the prayer the person, the woman at home is praying against. Because you are trying to like...
Oh, you're saying for people that date married men? Are you talking about...
That's what leads to marriage now, or is it arranged marriage?
No, but nobody is praying anything at home, because there's nobody. If the man is a single man and you are a single girl, who's praying?
It's different. I mean, people that come for like
from like people that end up like second wife,
second, third wife. Because when you come to, because I think people nowadays, we have to be realistic with ourselves. Most people have no issue with like I'm second wife, I'm third wife. Back in the day, I feel like it's a normal thing.
Because
you understand?
to be honest, I don't really think there's anything wrong with polygamy. To be honest, that's my honest opinion.
My honest opinion.
I don't think there's anything. I just think that so far you can find a way to love all of them without any of them feeling neglected, and you can provide for all of them. I think that I don't think there's anything wrong with polygamy.
It's okay for you to sit down here and kind of like say there's nothing wrong with it. Imagine if you're the first wife now, this is your ride or die partner. And let's say, for example, now, for one reason or the other, maybe you could not conceive, God forbid. And your partner is like, I'm not wait for doing it again. No, I'm getting old. I don't want my sperm to have blah, 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 blah. And it goes for second wife. In as much as you want to sit down here and be like, I have no issue with polygamy, you will not be happy with that.
It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. I feel like these are things that you discuss before you get married. Before myself and my husband, listen. Sorry, is there a possibility? If we've discussed it, is there a possibility of getting a second wife? Is there a possibility that would happen at all? If before marriage you said to me, babe, there's a possibility, then I will walk into that marriage knowing that this can happen.
No. Listen,
I think it's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing, right? It's a personal thing, right? But I still feel like in this generation we are now, I don't just want to like say it doesn't make sense, but I still feel like when you want to go into a relationship, like for example, you're married, I feel like people should just stay away from married people, regardless whatever reason they want to do. Because when you are involving yourself in whether you call it polygamy or you say want to date just for dating, because people have this mindset that married men are the ones that with the bag, they release the bag and la 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 la. But they don't understand that when you are approaching a married man, right? In as much as maybe they've discussed.
Are you the one that approaches him or he approaches you?
Anyway, some girls market themselves to married men. You understand? Absolutely. They'll be like, those are their catch.
Many
you
girls
get.
even prefer married men these days.
You understand? And it makes no sense. And it doesn't mean that even if the man marries you, that it justifies it because you are legally married.
No, it depends. If the man is a Muslim and his religion permits it, there's nothing wrong with it.
Like I said, I am not coming from the religious point of view. I am coming from the part
necessarily bad.
I am not saying, listen, I am not saying it is 100% bad or it's 100% good. What I am saying is that in this era we are now, there are so many men and women everywhere. Why should you try to like come into someone else's marriage when you can just, there are people, I think the issue with people is that people want, like you said, people think that love is provide for me, give me money and give me car, start my business for me, you understand? People don't want to settle down for this guy is a broke guy or this guy has stuff. Most people don't feel like I don't have time to start doing this. Let us see where it goes. I need ready-made man.
Forget about provision now. It's possible for you to meet somebody and the way you people just get,
you just love the married man.
The way you people just get along. I'm not here justifying being with a married man. No, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying that it is this speaking realistically now.
Yeah.
It's possible for you to meet somebody and the way you people just get along is just like, oh my God, like where has this person been all my life? So now if this person now happens to, be from a religion that, allows, permits it, and, there are people that the first wife. The first wife has no problem. If the first wife has no problem with it, the man has. I don't see.
It's a personal decision, anyways. But I feel like whether there's peace or not, because I think one thing people don't understand, like I keep saying, if you meet a married man or a married woman, for example, and you feel like these are kind of things that also lead to paternity fraud, you understand? Because there are people that feel like when they're in their relationship and for some reason it doesn't work out, if you carry belly for the man, you understand? So that's one other thing. But I feel like if you feel this kind of vibe or chemistry, and like maybe you don't know, because there's so many married men that disguise as I'm single, fine, blah, 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 blah. You understand? And I feel like the minute you hear that this person is married, you should just, whatever chemistry you have, just try to kill it off. Yeah. You understand? Because like me, I'm coming from a religious point of view now, from the Christian side of view. I don't know about Muslim. It's their culture. That is their own, you understand? Christian side point of view now, someone cannot be, because most of the time, the first wife must have invested in that relationship. Maybe she's the reason why the man is successful. And I just see someone and just come and like, oh, because you're young boy, whatever, and you come inside, you're married. They will, even if they try to like make amends and like, oh, it's okay, it's fine, no big deal. There is this kind of like, me myself, if I'm a woman, I'm not sure I would like someone else to come into my family.
I don't think anybody would be like, oh, I really want a second
Yes,
wife.
let's come by. Oh my God, I'm so happy to meet you. We have the same husband now. Let's be friends. I don't see
the point where they don't care. But like, I don't even want us to discuss monogamy or polygamy just from a marriage point of view.
Yeah.
Even for people that are just in relationships, I don't know how to be, and this is just my honest opinion. And I know that it might not sound politically correct, but monogamy is very, very hard to achieve, to be honest. From a dating point of view now, it's very, very hard to really stay with just one person.
It is very simple. The thing is that it is very simple.
It's easier said than done.
It's not easier said than done anything. The thing is that people are looking for the next best thing out there. That is the issue.
Yes,
you feel like
yes,
your boyfriend.
Yes, I know.
And social media is making this thing kind of worse because you feel like, oh, look at what my boyfriend, someone else's boyfriend or someone else's girlfriend is doing out there. And you feel like probably, when people rush into this, and which is why I'm trying to tell you that the difference between lost and love. People may be like, oh, I'm lost after this person. The guy is cute. He's, well-to-do. And you'll be like, oh, the whole honeymoon phase is still there. When the honeymoon phases are, because you cannot always be, have you eaten all this nonsense people always do all the time in the name of relationship. When that time comes, that reality sets in, you have to go to your job. That's, baby, have you slept this night? No one will do that one for you again.
Yeah.
Have you gotten them? Okay, we'll talk later. You cut score. You may feel like the person is kind of like neglecting you, maybe because the person has gotten what he wants. Maybe kudus or something. I don't know what you guys call it. And he said there's kind of like a withdrawal. You understand? That sexual drive is no longer there. And you feel like, oh, I think there's a new guy. Let me just give this person a chance, because people feel like there's something better out there.
Right.
You get, and that's why in multiple relationships. But they have hungry people. They have people that say hungry. They need money, so they cannot just stick with one person.
But aside, yes, I understand where you're coming from. Like, okay, people always feel like there's a next best thing out there. But aside that, if we're speaking about it realistically, is almost difficult for you to, for the rest of your life, say that, you know what, I will never step out. I will never talk to any other person.
That means you don't love the person.
It's easier said than done.
Because listen, if you love someone,
it's not for 1 year, it's not for 2 years, or for the rest of it. That's what you're saying, for the next 48 years, for the next 58 years. It's not just marrying another person.
That's what I'm saying.
Daniel,
if you love someone,
always learn to let people speak.
Okay, speak
to the end.
Speak to the end.
See, the thing is this: it's not about, oh, I'm going to stay with this person for 1 year or 2 years. It's about for the next 50 years, for the next 70 years.
Okay.
And it's not just about marrying somebody on top. It's like, you will not cheat, you will not talk. Because, it's not just about sleeping with somebody. Even talking, even engaging conversations, even, giving somebody your time, giving somebody your time. It's really difficult if we're speaking about it realistically.
Okay.
And that's the reason why, for me, what I would prioritize over anything in a relationship is transparency. Do you get? Tell me what is happening. Let me know, okay, you know what? Because I really don't think it's possible that for the rest of your life, you will not talk to anybody, you will not engage anybody, it will just be this person alone. There will be no time where you are maybe, distracted. Do you really think it's possible for the next, let's even say 50 years? You and this person, do you think it's possible?
You are finished.
Yes, I've finished.
Now that you are finished, let me say what I want to say. I feel like the issue, like I keep saying, the issue here is everyone looking for the next big thing, the next best thing. If you truly love someone, like, I won't sit down here and be like, oh, there's not going to be temptations, the urge to like step outside your marriage, your relationship, or whatever you call that thing. Situationship, because there's always situationship. You feel like, oh, I will stick with this person all my life, even when something happens, right? This is not Telemundo. We are not doing those kind of nonsense in reality. But once you feel like you love someone enough, even if that temptation comes, you'll be like, I don't want to lose what I have already. You understand? That is what keeps people going. I already have a wife at home. I don't want to sacrifice the relationship or the trust or the love I have for this person, or that journey will come so far because of one shankers by the side. You understand? I think people feel like they can play both. They'll be smart enough. Nothing happens. You understand? They'll cover it with, oh, it's just a mood swing, fling, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't happen. And people kind of like, this thing go, you understand? But I feel like if you love someone, genuinely like you really, really love someone, come to the side of friendship now. Someone can tell you now, how far we'll give you so amount of money, let's say like 300 million, go against your friend. If you truly love your friend, you know that friendship is more important than that money they want to give to you. If you can put your friend's need above yours, you can also put, because at the end of the day, cheating is the biggest disrespect you can give to your partner. It is even better you even tell the person that accuse the person, you don't accuse the person. You see that cheating, it's like a deal breaker. The minute you let, and it's not just about let's go and sleep, let's go and blah, blah. The minute you start having that intimate conversation with someone else, it's over.
I promise you that even though what you're saying is the correct thing to say, realistically, when you're actually, because the thing is this, with marriage comes
I'm not going to say it's easy, like I said.
It comes real life stress. It comes, so like when you've lived with somebody for long, there are certain behaviors that are just like, I can't even tolerate this. Or there's certain times that you're just stressed by the person, you're stressed by the situation, you're stressed. And it just looks like, you know what, for me to even be able to come home and love you right, I need to get myself in the right frame of mind. And sometimes some people feel the need to get somebody else to get them in the right frame of mind so that they can come home and be good partners.
Good.
To be honest, it happens.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Good. Now I'm going to come back to the side of family, for example. Now, let me use family for an instance. You cannot say, oh, because let's not lie. Me myself, sometimes family will just frustrate you. You understand? You cannot stay with your family 1 full month without maybe them getting on your nerves, you getting on their nerves. It happens. You understand? Yeah. There may even something that on a normal day, someone else will do it. You just like, but the other is you just want to flare up. You understand? Why you carry my now? Why you tell me? Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you just could have like, wait till me when they shout like person don't get sense. You understand? But you cannot say because of I've been with my family for as long as I can remember, I need to replace them with someone else. You will learn to tolerate them.
Yeah.
You cannot say because of someone else offers you money, for example, without any distraction. Even without distraction, you will not sell out your family unless you're not the bruku.
No, of course, yes, you will not sell out your family.
So if you cannot sell out your family for whatever reasons, why would you betray the trust your partner have for you? Or have, I don't know. You
shouldn't betray your partner's trust. You shouldn't cheat. We are not saying that is easier said than done. That's the point.
That's what I'm saying. If you truly love your partner, this should not be a big issue.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
You've asked me this question before.
What did you say?
And I told you that I'm not a topic of discussion.
Oh, so
no.
If you cannot categorically beat your chest and say that I have never stepped out on anybody that I've dated, I've never even as much as entertained somebody else while I'm in a relationship, then I can hear what you're saying. But when I come here to sit, I don't talk from a novel or fantasy island point of view. I talk from a realistic point of view.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that it's easy for you. Listen, the fact that it's easy for you to like feel like you can just break whatever trust.
It's not easy. Nobody's saying that.
No, but what you're saying.
I feel like you're listening to respond. You're not listening to understand what I'm saying. Nobody's saying.
I am not like I said.
It is your wife. I just want to break her trust. I just want to. Madam, there are certain things that happen.
I'm not like I said.
Like I said, wife alone, even relationship,
even friendship.
Yeah, even relationship. It's not.
I am not saying that we can sit down here and be like, oh, there's no temptation, there's no urge to step out, there's no urge to like betray whatever trust they've placed in you. But at the same time, if you love the person enough, you should be able to like restrain yourself, control your emotions to a certain extent. Someone can literally put you on the phone. I'm like, oh, I miss you, blah, blah, blah.
And you do that for the next 70 years, not ever engage. I don't know that there is anybody that can say that, you know what, I'm not saying cheating to the point of sleeping with somebody else, but as much as even texting somebody else that they shouldn't be texting while they're with somebody the rest of they've never done. I don't know if it's possible. I cannot categorically say that. I can't sit down here and say I know someone that have done it. What monogamy truly means, and I'm not talking for marriage now. Let's even say for dating. I don't know that it's possible. I don't know that monogamy is possible. What I think a lot of people are practicing is that they are lying to their partners. They're not really monogamous. They're not really being faithful. They've just found a way to cover it up. That's you can't choose your life experience to judge. No, I'm not saying I would never come here and generalize and say it everybody. I would always say there will always be that 1%, that 2%, that 0.001%. But what I'm saying is this: that most people that think that their partners think are practicing monogamy, they're just lying to them. They're just not being honest. They're just not being. If we really wanted to be transparent and we wanted cameras to follow each and every one of us everywhere we're going to, and our partners are seeing everything, you will find out that even the most righteous of the righteous, or more days will come that you will just text this other person. That's why I believe that the most important thing in a marriage is transparency and forgiveness.
But do you know that there's a difference between...
And it's important to be able to understand that we are human beings.
I will not even advise someone to be like, just go on one strict date. Unless if you're in an exclusive relationship, it's a different thing entirely, you understand? Because this is the reality of things. You cannot throw all your eggs in one basket. It's not possible.
That's until before you're married.
Until before you're married, you understand? So I'm not gonna.
Please, before you land your point, we need to go on a quick break, and we're going to come back.
It's actually cut me off.
Because you have to go on a break.
Monogamy.
Because we'll be back soon. Welcome back from that short break. We're still on the topic of love and monogamy. And now we're going to limit it to dating. So, Daniel, you were saying something. Or do you want me to? Because I have something to say. Do you want me to
say what I want to say? Okay. I'm talking about dating. For example, I'm not going to advise anyone to just date one person. You understand? I think this is where you're coming from, that issue of monogamy and cheating, whatever. You understand? If you are in an exclusive relationship and the ring is not there, the person have not said, oh, can you be my wife or maybe my husband, because women even propose to men now, which is okay. But, no, it's okay. Please. No.
I don't know.
If you want to propose to a man, propose to a man. There's no big deal about it.
Oh wow.
No, I'm saying you don't have to wait for the.
Please make sure if you propose to a man, make sure that man is exposed, is mature.
You cannot be too exposed. No, you cannot.
If you propose to a man that is not mature, you will spend every day in that relationship. I understand. Now you beg me.
I understand.
You need a man that has a high level of maturity.
But you cannot still know until.
But I like the point that you were making about dating different.
No, let me finish. Date multiple. Date 2 or 3 people. I am not saying sex 2 or 3 people. I think when we say dates, people feel like it is open leg arena. You understand?
Yeah.
When I say date, even if you're in an exclusive relationship, a man should be able to take you out on a date, just friendly date. Just assess his energy, because you may not, even the person that you're dating may not end up being your partner. It happens. And people I've dated you for 25 years or 10 years or 8 years. No one asks you to get stalked. You get? But the thing is that if you're in a relationship, right, and you're going on a date, let the person that is taking you on a date know that, oh, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
You get? And if you want to switch, your partner should also know that, oh, I went out on a casual date today, or maybe I went out with... No,
imagine your partner comes to tell you, I went on a casual date today.
I am not saying...
Baby,
listen,
how was it?
I understand the meaning of date. I know it's not like, this is my new boyfriend or something. Because, like we keep saying, your partner now may be dating someone else without you knowing. I understand. So when you come out like that issue of transparency you came up with, don't just be like, oh, I have one boyfriend, I've stick to him all my life, this and that and that. And when people come for you, people will feel like, oh, I can explore whatever is happening here with these other people. You'll be like, oh, I'm already in a relationship. You don't even know that you have dated for 6-7 years. You never tell you how are you. You don't engage you for 1 year now, 2 years, nothing. You never consider your partner, never consider your ma. You understand? So that's one thing. So you have to start keeping options. And especially for ladies, for example, that have I don't want to say time frame, but we have to see, this is realistic, realistically speaking now. You know that a man can stay 56 years, he'll get married, nothing happens. For a woman now, it's not the same thing. So you have to start planning ahead. You don't let one boyfriend now that you don't even know how serious he is in the relationship tie you down.
You want to say you don't let your boyfriend stop you from meeting your husband.
Yeah, but I'm not saying sleep around. I am not saying sleep around.
I agree with you.
I am saying if you meet people that you feel like you can connect with,
I agree with you.
Go on dates with them. Be open about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You understand?
See, what the part I agree with you is I don't know if it is when you are in the relationship. I feel like there's this mistake that we make.
That's why I said exclusive. If you're in an exclusive relationship, it's different.
Okay.
Because I think people can just like, we are dating.
I feel like there's this mistake. Yes, if you are dating, there's this mistake we make in this part of the world. I think we don't know the difference between when someone is dating and when somebody is in a relationship. When you are dating, you are allowed to talk to multiple people.
Yes.
You are allowed to see. I don't think you should have sex with multiple people, but you are allowed to go on dates.
Don't even have sex until you're married. Yes. No, honestly.
No, you're allowed to go on dates with multiple people. But it's almost this thing of, oh, I'm just talking to you, and then I'm telling you, I'm going to go and see somebody else and say, who are you going to see? You're not going to do that with me because we are just talking. We're not even in a relationship yet. So that we make that mistake. When a guy starts talking to you small, okay, he's already 3 weeks, he's just talking. It's not like people have defined anything. He does not want you to talk to anybody. He does not want you. I think that's bullshit. Possessive. Yeah, I think that's bullshit.
And people tolerate it.
Dating period, the essence of dating is to pick the right person to get in a relationship with. So you should be able to date as many people as you can, both as a man and as a woman. This is not just even a woman thing. But I thought about a question while you were talking.
Yeah.
Do you think that if somebody cheats on you, it means that they don't love you?
Definitely.
You know, as much
Definitely.
as I want to say, yes, definitely. And I know that maybe there are people that would not agree with me. I always say, I would always speak from a realistic point of view. I don't necessarily think that cheating means that somebody doesn't love you.
You don't.
I don't think so.
You don't.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why, and I'll tell you why.
I think that cheating is a habit more than it is an emotional thing.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, because it's possible that there are people that just, because of whatever trauma that they've been through, they just always feel the need to, what if this person leaves me? They always feel the need to, okay, let me just have this person by the side. Let me just for the sake of security, because you can be loving somebody now. Trust me, you can get in a relationship. Me and you can be holding as well. We love each other.
It's not happen, but yes.
Tomorrow now.
Yeah.
You just say that I've changed. You know, you are doing the same, I love you, and all of a sudden I'm not responding as
yeah, but
so people feel the need to keep this backup somewhere. I'm not talking about cheating sexually now. Like, they feel the need to let me just entertain this person. Let me just in case this doesn't work in relationships, just in case. I feel like that because of the trauma that a lot of us, exactly, that plan B thing, a lot of us are so scared of, what if this person leaves me? Or am I just going to be broken? So they feel the need to keep somebody. And even from a man's point of view, when men, because they always say, men always cheat. I personally don't think that because a man cheated on you, it means he doesn't love you. I think that a lot of men...
Cheating I talking about cheating for chatting or cheating. The main cheating. Which of them?
See, emotional cheating, physical cheating, every form of cheating, I feel like for most times it is a habit thing. A lot of men are just...
That is not the point.
It's a bad habit. I don't think you should tolerate it. I'm not saying tolerate
That's
it.
cap.
I'm not saying you should tolerate it. I think that is a habit. I don't think that it is because the person does not love you.
If you walk into your boyfriend...
Because I have been in a relationship before that I cheated, and it wasn't that I wasn't in love with him.
You cheated?
It wasn't because... No, I cheated because I felt neglected. I felt like I had spoken to him so many times.
No. You cheated because you have lack of self-control.
Bullshit.
That is it.
No, bullshit.
That is it.
I knew that I was done with that relationship. That
is not an excuse. You would have walked out respectfully.
See, let me tell you. You keep talking like we're in a novel.
It's not about novel. Listen, if you are done with a relationship, if you are done with a relationship, you tell sit your guy down. You don't even have to sit down. Just carry phone. Go on WhatsApp.
When you've gone through so much with somebody,
so you think it's better to cheat on him?
I don't think it's better.
Then what are you saying?
I don't justify what I did was wrong. I'm sitting here saying that what I did was wrong. The right thing to do should have been sitting him down and telling him, you know what, I'm done with this, right? But it's easier said than done. So when you are looking at your partner and you're looking at, okay, it's just maybe this thing and this person doesn't do. This is more. Sometimes temptation.
But you wanted to walk out of the relationship.
I wanted.
Why not just walk out?
It's easier said than
what
done.
Is there?
Attachment.
I think you. Why were you attached?
There are sometimes that you are attached. Okay,
to somebody when you cheated now, after cheating now,
I felt bad. I told him.
You told him.
Yes.
Did you feel relief during the cheating period? While you were cheating, you feel like, oh.
It was not while I was cheating. I stepped out or I started engaging. It wasn't even sexual. I started engaging somebody, like talking to somebody, everything. Because I was feeling neglected. I was in a relationship where I felt...
That one is different. You have told me now. Because
I'm talking about...
You know, when we talk about cheating in Nigeria, right? We're not talking about emotion. We're talking about... You stepped out, you had sex with someone else. That is the angle I was coming from. That's the angle I was coming from. But... You see, as I made a mistake now, I felt like, you went to go and just like...
But that's the thing. Why do people think that the most destructive, the only way you can destroy somebody is when you cheat on them physically, sexually, or when you physically abuse?
No, I understand, but it's just as bad, but it's not the same thing. You can, for example, no, it's not the worst. It's actually not the worst. It's actually not the worst.
I think
you can actually engage someone, right? Maybe have one or two romantic chats, and you maybe at the end of the day come back to your senses. It's easier to forgive that one. Okay, you didn't actually break the trust. Then I walk into you. Then I walk into you. It's not be by men and women, madam. It's not about forgive that one. I'm talking about this. It's not a gender thing.
Let me tell you.
It's not a gender thing.
One thing. For me, I rather my partner went out one day, was drunk, met this girl at the club. She was sexy, everything, slept with her, never spoke to her again, never collected her number, never had any. Dan, my partner is seated with somebody, hiding their phone, always texting day and night.
I listen to yourself.
I'm telling you, this is my truth. You cannot tell me what I would prefer.
Anyway, it's your truth, yeah.
It is my
then
truth.
Tomorrow, then tomorrow,
my partner does it. A one-time thing does not keep any form
then
of
that one time thing, then that one time thing, the girl that carry belly and come back. No, it's not about extreme situation. It can happen.
I expect you.
It can happen.
See, if you care about the part that I feel like is very irresponsible is this. So you've gone out on a crazy night, you are drunk, everything, you've had sex with you should have, if you respect your partner, at least to an extent. It's already bad enough that you have stepped out.
You should not even step out in the first place. You should not. If you respect your not about condom or no condom, if you respect your partner enough and you step out with your guys, or maybe you step out on your own for one reason, maybe you want to like forget whatever happened, or you guys are having like some kind of feud at home. If you step out, you know you are drunk. First of all, before you get to that your drunk limits, you understand? You should know that if I take 2 bottles or 3 bottles, I'm high. You get? You cannot use the fact that, I have some kind of trauma going on, or some kind of like situation that I don't want to like, I want to clear my head, and you go and just insert in any way I want to do and feel like, I'm sorry, I cheated, blah, blah, blah. It is not justifiable. If you respect your partner enough, even when people are coming to you, I'm like, let's just forget your relationship, let me calm you down. You should be like, no.
What
even
about
in the
people that are in
there.
relationships
Even if the odd is there.
Okay, what about people that are in relationships where maybe there are a lot of men that complain that, I've been dating this person for a long time. Maybe we've been living together for a long time. She no longer gives me sex. I will come and touch her. She's I'm tired. What about people that feel like they're sexually neglected or emotionally neglected with their partners, and they don't
so if you're married and your partner is no longer like being submissive. Let me use the word submissive.
Why are you saying submissive?
No, I'm going to
No, I don't think you need to submit your body to your partner.
Because listen. That is something I'm talking about, because I think you can just be like, I'm in the urge. You can be in the urge and the woman is not feeling the urge. So I think what people explain that as a man, when you meet a woman like, let's be intimate this night, and the woman says, I'm not interested. Maybe for different reasons. You may feel like I don't want to have sex for like 1 month. It happens sometimes.
But that's a selfish decision. That's
wait, that is listen, madam. Wait.
I don't feel like having sex for 1 month. What happens to your partner?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The woman may not be mentally okay because it's supposed to be an enjoyable thing for both partners. Yeah. You cannot be like, because I want you to let go of your urges, I will not submit myself to you. You understand? You as a man should be able to know there's a reason why my wife is not submitting to me. You should be able to ask that question. What's happening? Are you maybe in your period? Are you okay? Something wrong with you?
What about partners that just say, I don't feel like it. It's not like maybe.
No, that's some people that, yeah.
It's not like maybe, I think it's important.
But that is not still an excuse or a justifiable reason for you to be like, okay, since my partner is giving me sex, it's not obliging for 1 year, 2 years, let me step out. And you'll be like, I've been meeting you before. I'm not saying that women should, don't neglect your partner. Now you and your marriage, I'm not involved. But what I'm saying is that if your partner is asking you for sex, or he's feeling horny or she's feeling horny, and you feel like you're not giving the person for whatever reasons, maybe your own personal business or your whatever is going on within you and your family, it is not enough reason for your partner to step outside. It is not enough reason.
So how should he? Let's say I
don't care. You should be able to.
A woman has gone like 6 months now. You are not even sexual. She's not letting.
So if your husband, let me ask you one question now. If your husband, right? Let's say you guys are in Nigeria. Both of you are in Nigeria. And your husband got maybe like a job overseas. Let's say like maybe in somewhere like New York, America. And this kind of job that is like time consuming. Maybe you didn't see your husband for like 1 year or 2 years, and your husband is maybe someone that is like a sex addict, for example. Are you telling me that
you are somebody that is a sex
no, not even you. Let's just say your husband. Let me say your husband now, because I come from the side of the man. Yeah. And the husband is like, I cannot fly back to meet Doyin, let me just hire a prostitute.
You know what I would say, and this is me being realistic.
Obviously, unrealistic.
You know what
I don't understand, but go on.
I would not expect if you are in a different country for 2 years. I'm not there with you.
Are you saying no? I'm not.
The only thing I would ask for my partner
use protection.
First of all, use protection. Secondly, please be transparent.
It's easier said than done.
I'm telling you that is what I would do, because it is unrealistic.
But you know,
he will not have sex at all. He will just sit down there every day. Oh baby, hi, how are you?
You should preoccupy. You should preoccupy your mind. You should preoccupy your mind with other things. Even if the urge is there, you cannot tell me that because of they cannot stay like 5-10 years. People have abstained from sex for a very long time.
5-10 years. Daniel, I think you're talking from maybe you.
It's not
everybody.
me. People
there are people that have higher sex drive than others. There are people that have higher sex
but you
drive
can
than
learn to
others.
control certain things. I am saying, listen, people say there's this saying that whatever you want to do, if you want to play jinko with everybody, do that nonsense before you get married. Because when you're getting married, you're already signing up that, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like one way. It's not something like I'm like, I am Kim. Let me take private and go and meet my husband and sleep with him and come back the next day and continue life. It doesn't work like that. If you love your husband or your partner enough, this is not even about it. If you love your partner in dating enough that you guys are in an exclusive relationship, you should be able to abstain from certain things. You get. If your husband or if your boyfriend or your girlfriend is like, I am not feeling this Bekus vibe today.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand? You should be able to give them that respect enough.
Of course,
you should be able to know that.
For 2 weeks.
1 year,
but
2 years.
You are 5 years.
No,
you are somewhere
5
in a
years.
different country.
Okay.
You just sit down and say,
If your partner, God forbid, that your partner is maybe a cancer patient or was involved in an accident and was kind of unable to do any of those things, he was. I won't say disabled, but maybe in a vegetable state.
May God not let us find
God
ourselves
forbid,
in that
God forbid.
situation.
When I say because my partner is in a vegetable state, he's in coma, or I let me step out. That is justifiable excuse. I cannot just stay there and the thing will just be there wasting.
I think those kind of situations, until you get to that situation,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
You can never know what you do once you get to that situation.
Once you say,
because it's not just even about sex at that point. If your partner, God forbid, if your enemy's partner is in coma, for example, I feel like we all need emotional support. We all need somebody.
It can come. Listen,
you will text somebody at some point. You would text.
I am not saying.
You will not just stand there.
I am not saying don't text someone. We are all human beings. You understand? You need that emotional support. Yes. It must not come from a family, which is understandable. But we will not say, because of I need emotional support. There should be boundaries to certain things. You should know whoever I'm texting, this is the limit of things. You understand? If you feel like I can't cope again, it's a very simple thing. Move on with your life. Move on. Divorce and go and do whatever you want to do.
You might not want to divorce your partner that is in coma.
Then you are cheating.
Or in a vegetable.
Then you are cheating. Then there's no justifiable excuse for it, because you know that you are okay, I don't want to say when you're in a relationship, like dating, it's easier for you to move on. No one expects you to be like, stay tied down. You understand? Unless maybe you feel like the love is too strong that you cannot see someone else. I don't know if it's possible. But when you're married, it's a different case entirely. You're not going to say because of my partner is in a vegetable state or my partner is in coma or one thing, I have high sex drive that is Pro Max. I need to service myself because he has been there for 1 month or 2 months. It makes no sense. These things
that you are saying are easier said than done. One thing I've always said is this. I feel like when people are doing marriage vows, maybe they need to rearrange that marriage vow thing. I think that instead of saying for better, for worse, in richer and poorer, for singers, I think we should say I will try my best to stand by you for better. That's try, because the only thing we can do is try. You cannot promise somebody.
If parents can put up, listen, if parents can put up, it's not exhausted.
You are, because
if
you
parents
keep comparing love with parents with love with partner. They are not the same
listen,
thing.
madam, allow me land, madam. If parents,
it's different.
Wow, now for you. If parents, listen, I want to tell you something.
How can you compare
if
that?
Parents, you think parents don't have needs? I'm not going to bring sexual something into it. If parents can sacrifice certain things for the sake of their children, all of them is love. Love is love. If parents have sacrificed certain things for their children, knowing fully well that this is something I know that it has been my dream for years, right? I'm talking about love now. I'm not talking about sexual something. If you can put up with your parents, if you can put up with your siblings for years, even when they are like holding you to your neck, you know that. There are sometimes you'll be like, you have arguments. You'll be like, I don't want to
talk about from the parental point. Even our parents, as much as they love us, sometimes they fall short.
Yes, sometimes, definitely.
That's to show you.
Definitely,
that is the human part.
But they will not fall short. But they will not fall short to the point that they will cripple that relationship to the end.
No, not crippled. Of course, nobody's saying.
No, because when you cheat, that relationship is hanging by a thread. It's not even only cheating. We're talking about cheating right now.
No, we're not talking about.
No, that's my thing.
Destroy love.
Yeah.
One thing that
every other thing can be justifiable to some extent.
To me, emotional abuse, emotional torture in a relationship cannot be justifiable. It cannot be. There's a way you would treat somebody in a relationship that you have not even stepped out to sleep with somebody else. But I promise you, to be better for you to go and sleep with somebody else.
But you know, when you come to this,
hold on.
Okay, finish.
For example, if you are dating somebody like me, if you refuse to communicate, there are people that silent treatment in a relationship for me is one of the most painful things you can do to anybody. It's better for you to go outside and cheat. So for you to look at your partner and your partner is begging you and asking you, what is the problem? What have I done? That partner is refusing to give you clarity, refusing to answer that question, and you people are going weeks, months, years, and this partner is just maybe they come to the house, they don't speak to you, they just like people are just living like your roommates. Trust me, at that point, for me, that's why I always say divorce is an option.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it is an option. Because
no, definitely.
if somebody has shown to you that your emotional needs mean absolutely nothing to me, at that point, you are well within your right to either leave that relationship or step out.
For your peace of mind.
Yes. So that to me is even worse than cheating.
But sometimes that, although if you are in the right, because at the same time you have to also be in the right for you to like sit down there and like my partner is in the right, because you might have done something, you feel like maybe I've said something before
even
and he just
I
know it's traumatizing. No, I understand.
Communicate.
But at sometimes when there's also a limit to which your partner can keep like ringing a bell for one particular thing. Don't do this. At the point they feel like I just need to give it a silent treatment, which on the side, but I think people push it to the extreme. And the person kind of like
I don't think silent treatment is.
But you came here and you're talking about things like communication and transparency. But you were not also transparent with your partner when you were doing your cheating.
I was. Actually.
No, you said it was after
when I was texting the person. To be honest,
you see the hypocrisy there?
My partner the thing is this. One thing about me is that I'm always too honest, and sometimes honesty is not the best policy. That's the truth.
It's always the best policy for me.
As much as we want to preach, it is not. The truth is, he always knew. He knew that there was somebody in the picture, and I used to always say to him, if you cannot meet me emotionally, I would have to step out of this relationship. I had not told him I started talking to somebody, but I constantly was telling him, you obviously know, it's not that you don't know that there are people trying to talk to me, but I'm trying my best to stay with you. So I need you to meet me halfway. So the point I'm making is this: if your partner, after so many talk, has refused to meet you halfway, my dear, if you cheat, it's on them.
It is not like
it's on them. Honestly,
listen,
it's on them because we have to be realistic.
Realistically, the best thing. If I talk about
with you, treat them well too, to enable them to stay with you.
Listen, at the same time, it's a two-way street.
You cannot neglect your partner's sexual request.
Like I said, you have to still ask yourself. You still have to ask yourself, what is the reason why my partner is acting the way my partner is acting?
There's no reason.
No,
why is my partner
for example, like a man, for example, now, maybe a man's mind can be clouded with so many things. And you as a woman, you have that, you want to have sex, you understand? The man may not be mentally there.
Communicate that.
He may tell you. He may tell the woman, and the woman will feel like, okay, is it every week your mind is.
But if you are not, you cannot say that you are not mentally there for 1 year, you are not mentally there, 2 years, you are not mentally there.
It's easier said than done.
And the person do you know what my partner is not mentally there. 3 years, 4 years. I'm not. My partner is not. It's easier. Please, we are human beings at the end of the day. We are human beings.
But it is still better. It is still better. It is better.
That he shows to us. He still expects us to give something back to him, and that is worship. Everything works like this. You have
definitely,
to give,
but you cannot say because my partner is neglecting me emotionally, physically, maybe financially or whatever. It's justifiable enough for me to like step outside my exclusive relationship. You understand?
You've tried everything
if you've tried within your power, because when you say try within your power, I don't know, like I keep saying, I don't know if you're a Christian. Sometimes these things are not physical things.
What is this about Christian? So you want to pray? Okay, my partner is
sometimes these things are spiritual things. You understand? Someone may be trying to put us under your marriage. You may not even know. You think my partner is acting normal. It happens. I don't know how you are not. I don't know if you're spiritual enlightened.
If I'm misbehaving,
you go down on your knees.
If I'm misbehaving to them, he might as well. You must also go down on his knees.
I am not saying. I am not saying cheat. When I mean misbehaving, I don't listen. When I mean no, I am not. I don't mean stepping outside to go and sleep around.
That's the.
Listen, madam.
Sleeping around is not the worst.
That's what I am. Hold on. Let me finish now. You know that I'm land. Hey Joe. If, for example, now your partner is neglecting you. Maybe he was someone that always been there. He treats you like, you are a priority. Yeah. And for some reason, he just distanced himself. You don't know the reason why. You didn't do anything wrong. You've tried to like meet him. What's happening? You've tried to like communicate with his friends, stepped outside your comfort zone. Mommy, daddy, talk to your son. What's happening? Do I have an issue? Let me know so that I can move on with my life. And they're not telling you, I don't know, we'll talk to him, blah, blah, blah. And you're not seeing that result. 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, years have passed. You know that this is not how it's supposed to be. Even if you feel like, you are going through some kind of bullshit, try to tell me, so I should be able to see reasons why you are not present in my life. So that I can know if I can help you or just.
But what if the person is not communicating?
That's what I'm saying. You can also know that I'm trying to say that from the spiritual side of you, things can be wrong. Yes, it happens.
Okay.
Maybe
when I start to misbehave, when a girl misbehaves in a
it also be wrong. They have Obanje.
You're
not having Obanje before.
Obanje. Even in
mental
marriage,
does not mean that you should cheat to have no.
When that man,
don't you talk no follow.
You have tried to walk with him. Start processing.
Listen, if you feel like yes,
if somebody is bent on
divorce but don't cheat, so that you can have dignity.
And if it's
listen, you can have dignity.
If it's a relationship, there are certain times. I will never sit here and justify cheating, but
you are justifying it now that you're saying Benny. Listen. If you are tired of a relationship, like Doyin, for example. If you are tired of your relationship, your man is not there, your woman is not there. Respect your old age. Leave that relationship peacefully. Don't go and step out and be like, oh, I've been in 6 years old, 7 years, and 8 years, and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work that way. Then you can sit down here and just speak our mind and
easier
be like,
it's
easier said than blah, blah, blah.
Easier said than done.
But you should also remember that people will also talk, and people can also talk and justify whatever your partner is saying, because you fucked up, you cheated. In police, now no one wants to hear who this or now who first threw the first blow. Now they go first ask. Now you beat up, now you first beat you.
So the man will not follow you talk for house for
move on with your life. You can move on with peacefully. And people ask you why you move on. He neglected me. Don't come and be like, I have to cheat. And that one she's talking about. Listen, and that one she's talking about. And that one she's talking about.
That there's too much involved.
Madam, wait. And that one she's talking about that her partner can cheat.
We need to wrap this up.
Let me wrap my thought first. That one she's talking about her partner can be abroad, and if he feel like he wants to have intimacy, he can cheat and at first he's using protection. It's pure cap. Do you know that it's pure cap?
I don't think it's pure cap.
It's easier for you to say now.
I think it's realistically speaking.
My
partner is abroad for 5 years.
So you're saying that your partner.
I will not tell you for
so your
5
partner
years
is. You're saying that your partner can if he's traveling, you literally put condom in his suit and say, travel, enjoy yourself, explore, come back, just make sure you're protected.
It's not if he's traveling. If my partner is going somewhere and is going to be there for 5 years, I will sit with him realistically and I'll say, babe, I love you. I know you love me.
Telemundo is talking. You are not actually being realistic with yourself.
You can't tell me how to live my life. I will tell him.
Which means that if your partner travels, you yourself, you expect your partner to understand that you can sleep around here. Wait now, madam.
You cannot see 5 years. I'm not
5 years. That's what I am saying. 5 years. If your partner steps out for 5 years, you are telling me that you can sit down here and maybe after 3 years, you feel like, I have needs. I have discussed with my partner.
You know what?
So we can have this open communication.
And we will have some form of open relationship.
You are not ready for marriage. That is not marriage.
There are people that have open marriages. And
they are not serious. Those are not serious. They are not serious.
Everything is about.
They are not serious. If you love your partner, you will not. If you love your partner, you will not want to share.
Okay.
It's simple as ABC.
All right, dear. Please, we need to wrap this up. We've spoken at length about this. I will not sit here and justify cheating, but I just.
She's justifying it. Obviously, you are. You are justifying it. You are trying to sugarcoat it.
At the end of the day, we are human beings, and it's important for us to understand that relationship is give and take. You cannot.
But if you are tired of relationship, just leave it peacefully
and expect them to.
Then you leave. You leave.
Do what's best for you.
Do what is right, not what's best for you. Do what is right. Do what's right. This is not Telemundo.
And with this, we call it a day.
A day.
Thank you.
Bye. I'm telling you, it's not. They laugh. It's not funny.